everybody, thanks for tuning in early to twitch.tv/TSSZ News as we continue our live playthrough of Sonic Unleashed. We're going to get started in a little less than 10 minutes time, so don't go anywhere. It's going to be another fun episode as we romp through Mazuri and beyond. Again, we're getting started in a little under 10 minutes right here on twitch.tv/TSSZ News. Don't go anywhere. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of TSSZ Plays Sonic Unleashed right here on twitch.tv/TSSZ News. I'm Lou. Thank you very much for joining us for our second day of attempting to plow through Sonic Unleashed. Hope y'all had fun last episode if you did happen to see it. If you haven't, and this is your first time checking into the stream, well, first of all, thank you for tuning in. And second of all, let me give you a little bit of a rundown on what we're doing here. So you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen that you're going to see our most recent follower for as long as the stream is up. So if you have not followed us yet, you should definitely go ahead and do that. You'll be down there for as long as you are the most recent follower. There's your little 15 minutes of fame. Additionally, every episode will be running new polls available for all of our viewers to vote in at strawpoll.me/TSSZ News. You can get that link right down there at the bottom of the stream as well. We're going to kick the stream off today by going through the polls that we had posted last time we were on the stream. We unfortunately weren't able to get to those before the stream was over. So while we have the time, let's go ahead and start checking out what we had on tap for last time. So if I look over right here, we have three polls that we're going to be talking about today. The first one of which was simply, have you played Sonic Unleashed? Pretty straightforward one, always nice to know. And it looks like we actually had a viewer, out of the 5 people that voted, one of them did not play Sonic Unleashed before. So I guess this was a relatively new experience for them, and that's fun. That's great. I'm hoping you're learning a little bit of something today. Second, do you like the day stage in Apatos? The traditional daytime running fast stage. All 5 people, unanimous yes. It's a great stage. It was the one featured in the original demo back on the 360 and PS3 marketplaces when the game was new, and a lot of people played that over and over again. That is a fact. I can attest to that. And finally, we had a do you like the Werehog's gameplay? It's often a sore spot, a contentious point for people when they talk about Sonic Unleashed. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people don't care. And as it turns out, a lot of our viewers seem to like it. Out of the 6 people that voted, 5, about 83% of them, voted that they do enjoy the Werehog's gameplay, and only 1 person appeared to be indifferent about it. So, relatively positive stuff as we go ahead and get started with day 2 here on the stream. This is twitch.tv/TSSZ News, and we are once again playing Sonic Unleashed. So, if you didn't tune in last episode, you'll know, or well, I guess you wouldn't know because you didn't tune in. Why would you do that? That's very upsetting. If you didn't catch the last episode, basically we had gotten to the nighttime stage in Mazuri, clearing out all of Apatos, and we're just about to kick right back in after a bunch of extended cutscenes, so we're going right into the middle of the action once again here on the stream. So, chat is open. For anyone that wants to get their word in edgewise, feel free to do so. Give us your thoughts about the game. Give us your thoughts about last episode, what you want to see this time around. We're very open to feedback here. Let's get started. So, as you might recall, we wrapped up in Spagonia last episode. I haven't touched this since we played on Monday, and I believe we were still the Werehog right out of the Mazuri night stage. So here we go. All nice and peaceful. You can see that I've been trying to go out of my way a little bit to collect some of the Sun and Moon medals because, as you may know, you do need those to progress. So we're just going to go ahead and try to be obnoxious here with the Werehog a little bit. How about that? Medal right off the bat. It's always nice to see. What people did seem to like was just obnoxious pot destruction, so we're going to go ahead and do that immediately. Because why not? You don't need pots around, do you? Another medal. That's awesome. Excuse me, sir. I hope you were enjoying your meal, because you're not anymore. That's great. Now, I don't know that I remember where to go. We can just explore these beautiful nighttime vistas for a brief moment. It is absolutely lovely. What I think holds this game back the most, and it's really not its fault, is the kind of relatively low resolution it runs at because the Xbox 360 typically only outputted games in a maximum of a native resolution of 720p, which would then be scaled up to your 1080p TVs. You'll see a lot of pixelation in these games on higher resolution TVs and monitors, that kind of stuff. So you can see a lot of the little jagged edges and not so great anti-aliasing. But on the whole, the game has held up over time. Let's go ahead and see where we need to go next. I honestly don't know that I entirely remember where we're going next. Maybe it will guide me a little bit. Oh, perfect. Tails made the whole world map just for me. That's so nice of him. You can use the world map to travel to places you want to visit, which is basically everywhere. Do we really need a tutorial? I don't know. Pick your destination. Okay. So if you've never ever seen this game before, you're about to really get a taste of how it works. That's exactly right, Sonic. You pulled the control stick down and to the left. Excellent work. So you basically navigate around the world. Let's go. You navigate around the world. By doing this, you can change the time of day in the different areas of the game in this kind of world map perspective, and you can kind of easily warp to the next place you want to go. Okay, do that. And there we go. He's so encouraging. Beautiful. Let's get in there. Looks like we have to go back to the hub world. This time, we're going back in the daytime as regular old Sonic, which means we can wreak some fun havoc, and that's always a good time. We're going to try to get to the daytime stage as quickly as we can. Except there's a cutscene! What's Eggman up to this time? That doesn't look good.
Who are you? Fear not, my good villagers. If you all behave, I won't have to do
That doesn't answer
all
their
you
question.
need to do is tell me where the Temple of Gaia is.
We're not telling you anything.
Ooh. I guess throwing a rock at his head makes a metallic clanging noise.
Dare to defy me, do you?
Apparently they do. Uh-oh.
What? Sonic!
Yo, Eggman!
Yo.
Thanks for that little skydiving adventure the other day.
I should have known you'd still
So
be
edgy,
alive,
so
you
rad.
stubborn little hedgehog.
What are you doing out here?
I see no reason to tell you. In any case, I'm busy. Farewell.
Riveting.
Hey, wait! That's playing dirty. Come back!
Just ignore it.
Oh, Chip.
Is everyone here all right?
Yes.
Got there just in time. Some of the most authentic African voice acting I've ever heard in my young life. Let's see if we can get right to this stage here. Not even gonna mess around. We were messing around with some of the NPCs in the village last time around. Let's get right to the action. We want to get this moving. Die, die, die. That's how we do it. So, it's time to go fast. Like, really fast. Mazuri is one of my absolute favorite stages in the game. The daytime level, anyway. Nighttime, I could take or leave.
Here we
Let's do it!
go!
It's some of the most straightforward, fast-running action in the game, and it's a lot of fun to play. I remember playing this stage in particular relentlessly when I was young and this game was new. Oh. What a time I had. So one thing I do appreciate about this game in particular is its ability to kind of shift that camera angle to a more isometric perspective to give you a little more of a clue as to what's ahead. Just a little quality of life thing. And we're past it. Let's keep going. It is easy to run out of ring energy at this stage. Just gonna ignore you entirely. Boom! Quick and easy. Grab some rings. That's how you do it. This is speedy action, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't get better than this. Let's try that. Boom. Gotta go fast. Really, really fast. Just barrel through them all. Who needs them? We're superior here. This part I've always found a little tough to stay on the grass if you don't stop boosting there. Or stay out of the grass, I should say. Those areas on the sides, like that muddy area, will slow you down. So you do have to be careful of that. Here's another bit where the isometric perspective helps you out a lot. It's also pretty appropriate considering we're climbing up a massive tree right now. I always thought this was a fun little bit of level design. Very creative. And there we have it, folks. Quick, dirty, and easy. No questions asked. Got the S rank. We are good to go. Let's take a look at the chat. BioLizard Boils. I just remembered this was today. What did I miss? Not much. We literally walked to the daytime stage and made it happen. So, you're in luck there. Oh no. Not quite enough. But that's okay. So there you have it, folks. There's our second daytime stage of the stream so far. We've conquered Apatos entirely. Now we've conquered Mazuri's day and night stages. Oh, is it boss time? I distinctly remember this being the interesting boss arena for the Mazuri fight. I guess it is. First genuine Eggman boss fight of the game as well. Well, I don't count the tornado interlude for obvious reasons. Uh-oh. Well, this should be fun because I have not fought this boss in, God, years and years.
My new power, Egg Beetle, go! You unsuspecting little my Egg Beetle.
Really don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't know! What's happening? Oh god, alright, here we go. Kind of hang back, I guess. I think I'm getting the hang of this now. Why would you put medals in a stage like this? That's the last thing I'm thinking about. Oh god. Alright, so we're playing with this perspective, got it. It's hard to keep track of where everything is right now. This is... Yeah, we're just gonna kind of plow through this part and hope we don't explode too much. Boom. Back to the good stuff. Get back here, you. Uh-huh. What was that about? Beating me or whatever? Pretty sure we've got this down. I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes, I am. And that is how you beat it. Going from like a straight zero, like I have no clue what I'm doing, to totally dead in 90 seconds. Oh, that's pretty good. What do we got here? Imagine the pincher's bit in 3D, though. That would be interesting. All right. What do we got now? I saw in the chat that some people may have been having some difficulties with the updating the following. If you unfollow and refollow, you may be able to get that straightened out. I'm not noticing any issues on our end, but it's possible there was a momentary hiccup. So we're going to put into ring energy because I really need some of that. You just run out too quickly at the early stage of this game. Bio-lizard boils. You beat it already? Wow, I did. How about them skills?
Is that the Temple of Gaia?
I don't know. Is it? I'm gonna guess it is. I love you can just make jumps like that, like it's nothing. Can you imagine just shooting down a 700-foot cliff and landing like it's nothing? That would be something else.
What is this place?
It's ancient, that's what it is.
Hey, Sonic! There's something weird here, right in the middle.
Square cutouts are a weird, Chip, you're right.
What's this hole?
Wait! There could be some kind of...
Whoa! Hey!
Gotta love the random, super cartoony sound effects interspersed into all of this. It strikes a really interesting tone for the game with its very dark, sort of involved story and then the kind of cartoonish antics that surround it. Wow.
Wahoo! The emeralds come back to life!
This was the Temple of Gaia! That's gotta be why
Yes.
Ant-Man was so keen on taking the place over!
Very good. That is some serious power. You can grab entire continents floating out in space and suck them back into your gravitational field. I want to do that. Superman, eat your heart out. Crazy stuff.
Sonic, good news!
Is he just riding on his head?
The planet! One of the broken pieces of the planet moved back into place!
So how did Tails know that we were here?
Nice job!
And he's gone.
Take a look.
Sweet!
It's nice to see your work actively paying off.
Back together in no time, Sonic.
You know, trying to put the planet back together and all that.
Planet-sized jigsaw puzzle? Sounds like a great excuse to see the world.
I'm pretty sure that's how people at Sonic Team pitched this game to the higher-ups. That exact bit of dialogue. Wouldn't be surprised at all. So, if there's no other cutscenes that we're gonna deal with here, let's go find the professor and tell him what happened. He'll be super happy to hear his plan to restore the planet worked. Oh, and the part that came back includes Holoska. It might be worth a visit. You can check it out on the world map. That's right. Now what? You can change night and day while you're in a village. That's convenient. Yeah, I heard you. Alright, so while you head back, I'm actually going to take this opportunity to take a brief pause from the game and show you something really interesting, what I think is really interesting. So we just finished the Mazuri Day stage, which you know if you've been watching up to this point. And there's a neat little video that I dug up earlier today that I wanted to share because it actually overlaps really well considering it's about that stage. Back in March or April of 2008 when Sonic Unleashed was first announced and revealed to the public, it wasn't via some flashy, controlled press release. It was via a bunch of leaked screenshots and a leaked work-in-progress trailer that the public was clearly never meant to see. The trailer was, it showed the game really rough around the edges. It showed that they still very clearly had some work to do. But of course it leaked out and the public got their hands on it and everyone, went crazy about that trailer. Since it does feature the day stage of Mazuri, I thought now might be a fun time to take a quick break, take a look at that trailer, and we can kind of dissect some of the differences based on the stage you just played versus the stage as it existed in that trailer. So, if you'll give me 1 second here, we're going to go ahead and pull that trailer up right now. Early look at the game, and that quickly. Back to the action. You can see that we've kind of, I guess, left Sonic lying around a little too long. He gets bored. He's not quite up to the challenge here. So, what else do we got for you? What do you want? Let's talk to you. Essie. I'm glad that you two made it back safe and sound. Do we have you to thank for the planet being restored? You're such a good boy. Come back to the village anytime. That's, yeah. I'll certainly keep that in mind. So, where to now? This seems to want us to go one of two places. We can go to Holoska now, or we can go to the professor and kind of get that out of the way. I'm gonna go with the latter option, I think. So we're gonna go right into the capital here. Yet again, returning to the Spagonia hub world to try to advance this story along a little bit and get to the next fun part. If there's any, big complaint you can really make about Sonic Unleashed besides the werehog stuff, I suppose, one of the biggest complaints would be all of what you can perceive to be filler in the game. There's a lot of running around towns like this. There's a lot of, talking to people and following the plot. If you're into that sort of thing, then there's certainly a lot to go around. If you're not, then it's just really going to drag the experience down for you. He's so fine. The one over there talking to Lily, that's him. Just dropping all these names and references like I know who you're talking about. That's the appeal. Great. I'm going to pretend we never had that conversation. So, let me know, chat. Do you, as someone who may have played this game before, do you enjoy all the kind of running around, the town hub stuff in the game, or would you prefer to kind of stick right to the action with maybe a lighter plot, a lighter story to just kind of keep you moving along? The professor's not here. Let's try back at night. It's not the way to pause the game. Let's wait until night. At least it gives you that option. If you had to go back out to the menu... Oh, this is a nice touch. It really sounds painful. I wouldn't want to go through that myself.
Found you, Sonic! Oh, Sonic! I've been
Aw.
looking for you forever!
Hey, let me go.
You're crazy if you think you can get away from Amy Rose and...
It's a fun little play on their relationship, I suppose.
Who are you? Oh my gosh, I'm
He's got a great out if he,
I just completely
you know,
mistook you for
doesn't want to
someone
deal with
else.
her at any point in time.
That is
Just,
so strange.
it's night, he goes all
I
werehog,
could've
doesn't have to
sworn
deal with her
it was
anymore.
him. Anyway, I'm
Nice and
really
easy.
sorry. See you later.
Okay, bye. Buzz,
well,
right?
that was weird. How come that girl didn't know you were you, Sonic? I mean, I guess you are kinda, you know, and, these guys...
Very tactful, Chip. Very good.
Oh, I mean, don't worry. Hey, you only look really scary, Sonic. Inside, you're the same as ever. I guarantee it, okay?
That's about as
Sonic,
sad as we
cheer
really
up.
see the character, right?
Chocolate. Want
Just
some
kind of moping
chocolate?
around, you know, wondering where it all went wrong. Chocolate's his answer for everything, I think. And that's not a good way to live your life. You know how I cheer myself up? I break all the pots! No, I'm alright, I'm good. A little faster now. I'm gonna have a ton of sun medals by the time this is all said and done. Moon medals, not so much. Whee! A little fountain bath. What do we got here, chat? The Tunisian Sonic fan. I enjoy hub worlds in general, but sometimes I hate when I don't know where to go. Yeah, I can understand that. At times, if I remember correctly, this game isn't exactly the most straightforward in terms of letting you know what your next objective is, especially if you haven't played the game in a while. You just kind of pick up where you left off, you know, maybe weeks, months, years ago. What the hell do I do? That's not so nice. BioLizard Boils. I'm cool with the walking around and talking to people part, but to be honest, that probably bored most of the fan base. I guess they could have cut down on it a little. I guess we'll find out as we go along. There's a lot of game ahead of us, and I don't know how much that's specifically going to wear the experience down. We'll see. 2 more temples. There's a temple here in Spagonia. That means we can play the Spagonia stages, maybe? The second location is Holoska, my boy. My boy. You should see it on the world map. Souvenirs, right. So you can gather up little collectible things, souvenirs. There's some kind of edible collectibles in the world as you go out and kind of explore things. You can buy them from vendors. I don't know if they're pickles or chocolate bars or some food you can buy, I suppose. Ice cream, maybe. But we're not gonna really focus on that, I don't think. We have our hands full, I think, just running through the stages and dealing with all the town hubs and the cutscenes and the etc. So we're gonna keep our focused. I can go right out to the world map from the pause menu, which, you know, might save us a little bit of time here. I'm really focusing well with that stream. I don't know why. Well, happy to oblige. Glad we can give you something to work with. So let's go ahead and go to Holoska. See if we can knock that one off. Based on, you know, insert Arctic country here. One of the less visually exciting levels in the game, although, you know, at the time, all the icy stuff looked good. You gave me my medal, now die. See, they're all kind of bundled up. I'm trying to think of the exact term for what they're wearing. Mukluk comes to mind, but that's not what the park is called. Cultural sensitivity, folks. That's what it's about here on the stream. I'm going to go ahead and get some lights on behind me. So I'm not just kind of sitting here playing the game in total darkness. That would be sad. How's that for you? Any better? Back to the action. Now. Ooh. Ah. That looks like an upgrade if I've ever seen upgrades. Let's take a look. We can stop now! Finally, good. Haven't been able to prior to this. There we go. Yep, gotcha. So, we're gonna directly need that to do this. You need level 2 sun medals for this, which we have, so we're gonna go ahead and get right into the day stage. BioLizard Boils. Getting enough souvenirs will earn you sun or moon medals and those concept art books, also world building. I do like the sun and moon medal part. We are gonna need those. Let's roll. More fast. This is a pretty fun day stage, if I remember correctly. Already at 100 rings. This game just throws rings at you like crazy. Oh, okay. Try that again. I thought I could get over that. He is also sliding around this whole time, so it's even more difficult to control. When people complain about the daytime running stages feeling a little slippery and out of control, this is probably where it's worst. Kind of have to rely on those boosters to give you any sort of general direction, which clearly I can't do. I'm aware that the metal is there. I will get it. Or let the game beat me back into it. Away we go. A little bobsled action for you. Bump into people. Missed that metal there. Good stuff. Love that little interlude with the whale popping up. Levels each have their own kind of unique set piece elements to them. Mazuri has the tree. Apertus is kind of the beginner, so it doesn't have one that much. This one, the whales. Good stuff. Get out the way. Uh-oh. Flawless. Intense. And flawless. Aim to please. So fast. It really does put on a nice show if you can really play through these levels well. I think it's a lot of fun to watch. Whoa! Intense. The bottom of these things they're always slanted, so if you miss, you end up, sliding off them a little bit, and that's a little frustrating. Could have had a little record there. Didn't bother. Stopped just in time. Don't freeze me. I got places to be. It's amazing how all of these loop-de-loops and very specific ice patterns exist conveniently all on one track for Sonic to run on. Funny how that works out. Okay, just gonna ignore all of that. Medals! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No, are you kidding? Totally in control until the very end of it there. And that's that. Really thought we could make it through in one run there. That's really frustrating. Let's do it again. Maybe grab a couple of the things I missed. Quick. A VHS tape? What is this, 1984? Not sure how he hit me there. Sure. And I think we're good. So after that awkward little interlude, thank you for just handing me a moon medal. I appreciate that. I'm going to need all of them I can get. Don't rub it in C rank and die near the end. A key to the Temple of Gaia in Holoska. It doesn't seem to work by itself. You need the other half. Still not a whole lot of experience out of this. But we got the ring energy up, so that's something. What do we got in the chat here? Atabat Werehog stages are kind of hard, by the way. Biolizard Boils. True that. It makes a nice experience farm, though. We'll get there. Doesn't look like there's anywhere else we can go. Let's go back and talk to the professor, Sonic. I disagree. I'm pretty sure I can go to Don Faccio's hot dogs. Just kind of muck around near them. There we go. Eat all your inventory, pal. Are those really hot dogs? They look like... I guess they're super low poly gyros. Hot dogs. They look like gyros from a distance. For ice cold hot dogs, that's A, that's an oxymoron, B, that's disgusting, and C, don't condescend to me. I don't want your hot dogs. How about that? Ha! Joke's on you, pal. Back out we go. Back to the professor. Back to the cutscenes. Just jumping all over the place here. Now there, at least it does give you a pretty clear idea of this portion of the world is burning, please visit it. You know, and any guidance toward the objective will work for me. Gotta run all the way across. It would be fun if I could do some of the running attacks as I'm kind of barreling through town here. Just tear through everything in sight. He just... Ha. He got very concerned. You know, do you ever just walk around your city and see people just kind of aimlessly standing and looking at literally nothing? Because there seems to be a lot of that. Like, see? Just kind of... What are you looking at? Thinking about? Just kind of like... I left the stove on, but I don't want to go home and check. Oh well. They're window shopping. What are they window shopping for? Candles? Dead Sea Scrolls? The palm trees in the background? They seem pretty enthused. At any rate, this is the kind of top quality commentary and analysis you only get at twitch.tv/TSSZ News, ladies and gentlemen. Only the best. BioLizard Boils, speaking of farms, have you found Wentos yet? There's ways to get lots of rings using him. No, I don't believe I have. It's over here. Can I tear up the professor's office? I can't. Come on. It's part of the fun. Does he have a pool? Oh, that looked like a pool for a second. High society here, Pickle. Still can't get inside the Holoska temple. How about taking a look at the Spagonia site, then? I'm expecting good news. Alright, so it wants us to go check out Spagonia. Good thing we're here already. As we're loading, again, if you haven't gone out to vote on the newest polls over at strawpoll.me/TSSZ News, I would highly encourage you to do so. We'll be checking in with those polls next stream. I think we're going to do it by kicking off every stream with the polls from the stream prior. That seems like a pretty fun way to do it. So those polls are open right now. You want to go ahead and vote on them. They are open again, strawpoll.me/TSSZ News. Get your votes in. We'll tally them up next time we're live. The Tunisian Sonic fan, are you interested in the horror genre? I've dabbled from time to time. I don't, you know, kind of explicitly go out of my way to watch horror movies, but I do love movies, don't get me wrong. I am a massive movie buff. I will talk your ear off about that kind of stuff. If they're around, I'll watch them, but I don't, you know, make any concerted effort to do so. So as you can see, we need level 2 moon medals to get into the night stage, which we don't have yet, so hopefully we can pick up 2 in the day stage here. I'm aware. Let's see if we can. I wonder how you're supposed to... I don't have wall jump yet, so that's not happening. Can't wall jump there either. So what do you expect me to do? I'm gonna guess hit this button. They've happily left dangling for me. Oh, look at this. Whole new area. So I'm guessing I'm gonna want those. I really should have known better. Okay. Close. Something I have no idea what I'm doing. Really? One more time. Got it. Now see, that's the kind of stuff that makes these hub worlds fun. You have those, you know, fun little environmental puzzles that use the mechanics of the game that you would, you know, normally be using. Missed the book. It's hard to do anything with precision in this game. Wall jump shoes. Shoes with coils in the soles that put a spring in your step. Literally. Ah! So, here's how you do it. Sun metal, good. Not really what I need right now, though. You need moon metals. You can only flip those switches as the werehog. You're not going to bother with. A lot of what I'm seeing around here also requires the light dash, which I don't have right now either. So that's going to make things a little bit tougher. Whee! Where are you taking me? Looks like we can't get in here yet. Let's try somewhere else. Where would you like me to go, game? What would you have me do? It looks like I'm kind of screwed without getting more moon medals, aren't I? This is exactly what I feared. Blocked because you just don't have the arbitrary number of collectibles to progress. You having fun yet? So I know we can collect more medals in the hub worlds. I'm going to attempt to do that. There we go. What is this? Yeah, no thanks. I'm gonna have to ask to never do that again, if that's at all possible. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to go farming for metals before we can get too much farther here. Can't get under there, right? Can't crouch, can't do any of that. Nothing to do over here. Nothing to do over here. So we quite literally are going to have to go hunting around for more medals in order to progress. That stream needs more watchers. I agree. We can always use more people watching me aimlessly flop around. So, medal hunting time. Where do we go now? Let's see. Where haven't we explicitly farmed for stuff yet? Check out Holoska at night. No, go back to Spagonia. I will go back there if I don't find anything quickly. We only need 1 or 2 more medals, if I recall. You know, we're pretty close to the goal here. Already got that one, right? Yeah. I don't know that it ever explicitly mentions... That is a sun medal, which is awesome, but not the one I need right now. Load, load, load. I don't want to load. I want to play. So what's up here? We've got some stuff up here. Let's check this out. Man, these subworlds are getting dangerous. Let's just... I'm sliding around. I'm not looking forward to this warehouse stage. I can tell you that right now. At least it doesn't queue up that obnoxious battle music. And I say it gets obnoxious only because they play it so often. Bye-bye. So what happens if I pull all of these at once? Why aren't you dead yet? Go away. Please do retweet. I'm a Tunisian Sonic fan. Any and all notoriety we can get, I will happily appreciate. More stuff I can't do? But I found a record. So that's good. I really don't want to have to replay a stage just to get more medals. Oh, there we go. Boom. Looks like we're gonna have some trouble here unless I can do some digging quick. Again with the medals I don't need. Can't make it day without going back to the hourglass. There's one. I don't know off the top of my head if that's enough. That one will be, though. But I couldn't get it. And I can't... Ugh. Alright, this is how we're gonna grind our way through this. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I hate this so much. At least the camera's staying put. Now we're gonna rotate around. Got it. So now we should be good. There are more moon medals during the day and vice versa. That is true. You will notice that those counts are higher depending on when you are. So if it's daytime, you will see more moon medals. If it's nighttime, you'll see more sun medals. That's absolutely correct. Now that we have enough, we can go back to Spagonia and try this again. I wish I could go directly to the hub world instead of mucking around with all of this. So here we are again. Let's see if we can get into a stage this time. Gotta move it! So I'm going to be the super topical adult and talk to you a little bit about what's going on around me as we just kind of aimlessly wander around. Weekend's coming up. You should be excited about that. Everyone should be excited about that. Now, not so much. I was planning on going away for the Labor Day weekend, as, you know, many of you might be inclined to do. And as it turns out, everything's ruined because a hurricane's coming. Hurricane is just off the coast of Florida, and it's about to cover the entire eastern seaboard in a bunch of rain all weekend. So that's just absolutely phenomenal and putting a crimp in my plans for sure. Let's get into this Werehog stage. Spagonia Night. Can't remember too much about this one, aside from it's probably long. So we have that to look forward to. Were your Labor Day plans ruined? As a matter of fact, if you live on the eastern seaboard, I'm guessing your answer is yes. And you might be in the same boat as me. So we can revel in that together. Isn't that fun? How do you continually escape my wrath? Now remember, we're going to try to focus a little bit on exploration, on really digging through the environment. Get over here. To find all of the medals we can so we don't have that backtracking issue over and over again. Jerk face. That's right. Get out of here. Ooh, we knocked him back into something. The pots explode. That's when it gets fun, right? Oh, exploding things. Thought that would take the door down. That would be fun, right? You just throw some exploding stuff at a door. Have at it. Another VHS tape. You know, this game isn't that old. Could have had a DVD or something. Just making me feel old instead. Medals galore. Tables, ooh! And health, I suppose. I always appreciate that that was a kind of a shot, that they don't show you your time as you progress through these levels, because they don't want you to notice, necessarily, that you've been playing for 20 minutes, a half hour apiece. That's kind of them. Die, die, die. So always a little crew you can kind of throw them into each other. Why won't you die? Really? Tough little buggers, huh? If you're one of those people that just loves breaking everything breakable in sight, this game has got to be right up your alley. It's a book, so I can just drop right down there, right? I'm guessing. That's what I'm doing. There's a medal up there. And we know I have to get it. So we're gonna slowly meander over, and we're gonna get the medal. Keep this gravy train going. Oh my god. Get out of here. That went super well. I love the knockback that attack has. God, it's aggressive, man. You can see how much more power the wide button attacks, where it's just kind of you one-on-one with something, do, as opposed to the AoE ones where you kind of swing around with X. Health, please. Boom. Straight up destroyed. Nah, you'd think I would have gotten that at some point. We don't give up that easily. Are you kidding? There we go. Anything else super cool that I overlooked? Doubt it. Except this umbrella, screw you. Next! Just moving and moving and moving. Lives and things. Alright, so we're gonna have to find both of those rock jewel whatevers and put them on their pedestals. As we slowly walk this over, I'll check in with the chat here. Also, might as well tell you now, be careful in the clock tower. I will keep that in mind. I don't remember much about that bit, to be honest. Where? Oh. It's so close. Did they even try with that one? Riveting stuff here, folks. We kind of slowly move into it here. It's going to take something really big to break that fence down there. Oh, jeez. So ambush me while you're at it. Just tear them apart. No questions asked. You'll notice I don't shield myself much. Partially out of laziness and partially because I don't know that the fights ever really get hard enough to warrant doing that. so why waste time on it? More of you. Oh, we can't have that. These three guys are causing me more grief than all those other ones did. Boom! A little bit of a snazzy finish there for you. Let's go ahead and pull this thing. Well, that would do it. How convenient that a huge fence-sized barrel is placed to barrel its way through a fence. Oh, geez, more. Now, these guys have a different color on them, so you know they mean business. Wham. Did that miss? Yes, it did. Cool. Now, it looks like there's another rock I can put there. Not exactly sure where it is. I'm guessing I have to go down below to do anything about that. So we're gonna go down below. See what we can do about this going into the wine cellar or whatever the hell's going on here. What are you? So I guess that's one of those instances where I should be blocking, huh? Maybe we don't need to. This is... Okay, we're just gonna get out of the way. He is stomach pooping out little baddies. And he's that easy, folks. Nothing to it. Literally nothing to it. Didn't have to shield once. I feel like there's something up there. More medals. Not a single night medal in sight, however. That's not good. I'll check down there to see if there's anything of note. But we're kind of falling into the pattern here, huh? Got that tower in the distance. Gotta be careful now. That's what we're gonna continue. I'm gonna double back real quick just to make sure I didn't miss anything. It's literally just the barrel sitting in another really conveniently placed chunk of the map. Hey, we got a friend online. I don't remember who that is. Fun fact for you. Okay. You sort of fall into a little bit of a routine with this game. It's, you know, light environmental puzzle, easy beat 'em up, light environmental puzzle, easy beat 'em up. Sometimes some interesting platforming. May the camera angles be ever in your favor. Not like this one. Another VCR tape. What's going on in here? A whole lot of nothing. Got one of those draggy blocks. I guess that's where it wants me to put it, given that lovely angle. So let's drag it over there and see what it's got for me. It's got to be something fun up there, right? Looks like it. There's a lot of fun stuff in here. Like a moon medal! Those are the ones I want. Those are the ones I don't have a lot of. Alright, quit screwing around. Is that all that's up here? Aside from kind of a bird's eye view of the next bit of the stage, I suppose. Drift go all the way. Well, okay, watch that camera now. That's what gets kind of frustrating when it just kind of blatantly changes angles on you with no warning. What do we have here? More just, we're just running around. We're doing a lot of running around here. I'm surprised that beat him up. So much more power in these forward attacks. It's really nice. You just want to tear through the thing? Oh, that's their thing. They machine gun themselves at you. Did I just totally miss that door? Pretty sure I did. Lives and things. Delightful. More stuff over here. So this is what it's gonna boil down to for the time being here. More moon medals. We have to be shockingly thorough here. Every door accounted for. Every single door. Just gotta keep moving. More dudes. Whatever the hell they are. Oh man, double kill. Can I get a little flashy now? I can. Nice. Alright, I think we got a few more comments in the stream here. What do we got? The Tunisian Sonic fan. This is actually a nice stream, but the timing isn't that good. Could you start the next stream a bit earlier? Well, first of all, thank you. It's tough to make all of the werehog stuff entertaining consistently. And second of all, unfortunately, given my own personal schedule, 7 p.m. Eastern is... I love the rings phasing through the barrel. 7 p.m. Eastern is generally the earliest I can consistently start the stream, given my responsibilities at work and, you know, with other things going on in my life. So I can't rule it out, but I also, you know, can't promise anything. I'd expect it to stay at 7 for the time being. All the medals. I mean, literally all of them. I'm wondering if I can actually pull off a run in one of these levels where I do find every single medal there is to find. If I do that, do I never have to get another medal again? Because that would be nice. I mean, I can literally just mash Y and get through all of this. Doesn't pose much of a threat yet, anyway. If I recall, most of the threats come from the environment in the game itself. A bad camera angle, a tricky jump you can't land, that sort of thing. I need the experience. Dang it! We're approaching the clock tower I was warned about. And this bouncy dude again. Ah, whatever. Looks like you can knock him back if you do enough damage. Not consistently. It's prompting me to do a finisher on him. Ooh. Nice. I'll get you from the inside. Die plant. Let's heal up a little bit. Keep this train wreck rolling. So, the dreaded clock tower, here we are. How shall we proceed? Maybe you can get up there by grabbing onto those spinning gears. Can I? Yes, I can. Oh, and the camera is locked. The angle it's at. So we're going to have a tough go here. I also have no shadow, which is a common problem in these levels, if I remember correctly. So it's going to be kind of tough to see much of anything depth-wise. Ugh. This is tough. Oh my god. Okay, what's going on? I can't see a thing. Boom. A checkpoint would be nice. A more mobile camera would be nice. There's a checkpoint. Now I don't. Not as stressed. Hiding my stress well here. This is tricky. No, 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 no. Oh, that's odd. He just kind of flailed around. On the platform, no less. So let's try not to miss that jump this time. I did it again, and see, he just kind of goes, he's just... That's what it amounts to. What do we got here in the chat? Hashtag Unleashed for PC. Who's with me? This guy is 100%. Especially if it had new graphics options, I would love to see this game on PC. Right, so let's try this again. That's what you want me to do. Ooh, okay. Yikes. Oh. How bold do I want to be? Oh, God. Here we go. Do I got it? I got it. Yikes. Here we go. Right on the wall. That thing. Doesn't want me to. Whoa, that's not nice. Watch your angles here, camera. Okay. In some respects, the Werehog's climbing mechanics are kind of satisfying with the whole stretchy arm thing and jumping around from platform to platform. It's just a lot of the stuff, like the camera angles, like the unresponsive buttons, get in the way of that. I'm trying to look down and read the chat as I'm attempting not to die too much. This is why we're racking up lives like crazy for my boneheaded moments. Oh, it's just a record. We're not going to go for that, I don't think. Oh, tricky one coming up. There we go. Whew. Close. You know when they just start feeding you lives, you're in for a rough one. Now there's one we're going to want. Okay. Metals, metals, metals. Ugh. And we're good. But there's more. Now that is a nice view. You know, that's actually how they wind clocks that big in real life. Fun fact. I was afraid it was kind of like winding down on me. So, kind of rushing to... Oh, geez. Here we go. Oh. Oh, boy. Check out the view there. Long way down. What do we got here? You can automatically grab onto objects and makes things like this more easier by holding B. Is that right? Oh my God, you're right. How have I never known that? GBA 64, ladies and gentlemen. MVP. You're the real MVP. Alright, let's do this. Honest to God, in all my years of playing this, I had no idea I could hold that down. That looks precarious. Give me that camera angle here. Now, I'm never gonna stop holding B. You've ruined me forever. Nice. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, guess we're done. Almost 20 minutes exactly, and now that's just mean. Slinks off, Chip freezes in midair. Loses all life. Oi. So much stuff we've got here. Now, where to place the experience? I seem to remember a few streamers encouraging me to put it into strength and combat. Specifically combat, so we're going to go ahead and dump a little bit into combat here. Life doesn't seem to really be a problem at this point. I will dump a little more into strength. And combat as well. Typhoon combo. A little bit more of the Unleashed. That should be just enough to get Unleashed to the next level as well. What do we got here? Try pressing Y, X2... Well, 2 Ys plus X, you'll perform combos. Yes, sometimes you don't have to perform combos. You just mash Y and you win the game. I will try to be a little flashier, though, in the future. Poor Chip, GBA64, you are right. Just don't you hate when you're just standing somewhere, you're floating around, suddenly all the life drains out of you and you become a statue? Because I sure hate it. Dump a little more into strength, I guess. Fun! So there, we got another Werehog stage down. So what did we clear today? We got a lot done, ladies and gentlemen. We cleared Mazuri Day and the boss. We cleared Holoska Day, and we cleared Spagonia Night. I'm starting to lose track of where we've been. He came up with something after reading more of the manuscripts. Not sure what he expects you to use it for, but hey. Uncanny camera cleared. Sure. So, oh, it's blocked off. Artificially stopping my progress. Uh-oh, sure. Just do whatever you want.
Yes, this is so much fun. I love it.
What's the big idea?
Ooh, look at that.
Every Wednesday night on my block.
Come on, babe. Let's dance the night away. Yes, this is so much fun.
Whoa, is there some kind of party going on?
It's the exact dialogue I hear at the parties, too.
Something's
Oh, this is so much fun! Oh. This is all he's doing, just... Oh, yeah. I'm... so white. It hurts.
Whoa, it's a carnival of creeps out there.
Uh-oh. Oh, geez, okay, we're gonna fight some dudes in the hub world, I guess? Why not? Oh, okay, we gotta, I guess some sort of timed mission here. Well, there's a combo, I guess it's just him falling on his ass. We're gonna have to focus up here, just a little faster. Can't see through the umbrellas. Still can't do my running combos. Mission that's it? Why did it give me 5 minutes for that? Sure. I'll take all the experience I can get secretly. Just throw it at me. I'm a cheap date. I won't complain much. It's all good. It's all good.
Huh? What was I just doing?
I got nothing for you, pal.
Hey!
Whoa. Why
Wait
can't I do
up.
things that quickly in the
Just
warehouse
now.
levels?
Was that Sonic?
Ah, that should calm things down a bit around here. Chalk another one up for Sonic.
You know Sonic?
Wow.
Of course. He was here just a moment ago.
Tell me what's happened to him. Please, tell me everything you know.
I'll happily explain.
She's very
everything
persistent.
over a plate of cucumber sandwiches.
Of course it's cucumber sandwiches. Did you see that? That was amazing! This camera's incredible. I can fix all the folks going bonkers at night. Huh. So there's your little minigame. If you see someone suspicious, hit the Y button to bathe them in purifying light. Only have 2 flashes in the camera? That's a pretty dinky camera there, Professor. Alright, well, you know what? I guess I'll... Just to freak him out a little bit. This one's not possessed by Dark Gaia. That means we just wasted a flash. Oh, no! Tragedy strikes! It's okay. You know, come to think of it, that seems like a pretty good place to stop. So, thank you very much. You've been watching another episode of twitch.tv/TSSZ News. TSSZ Plays Sonic Unleashed right here on twitch.tv/TSSZ News. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't voted on the recent polls we posted up today, you can head on over to strawpoll.me to get your votes in, and we will tally them up next time we're live. We will be off this Monday. We will not be broadcasting on Labor Day, so we will be back a week from today, which I believe is September 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Again, not going live on Labor Day. We'll be back 1 week from today. Of course, we'll be tweeting up a frenzy as we get closer to that date to remind you to come on back and join us as we continue our magical adventure through Sonic Unleashed. So thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Lou from TSSZ, and we will see you back on the stream in just a few days' time. Thanks for watching.